Why do you work harder than anyone you know, yet have less to show for it? Why does money seem to flow away from you the moment it finally arrives, like water slipping through a cracked pipe? Why do you feel a knot of anxiety in your stomach every time you look at your bank account, even on the days when the numbers are positive? And why, despite all your affirmations, your vision boards, and your positive thinking, do you hit the exact same financial ceiling year after year, almost to the dollar? These questions are not accusations. They are structural stress tests. If you answered yes to any of them, it is not because you are unlucky. And it is certainly not because the economy is broken. It is not because you lack talent, intelligence, or the willingness to grind. The uncomfortable truth is that all these symptoms share a single, unified root cause that has nothing to do with external circumstances. You are trying to build a skyscraper of wealth on a foundation designed for a shack. You are attempting to grow a massive garden of abundance, but your internal irrigation system is wired to poison the plants the moment they bloom. You are suffering from financial self-sabotage. This is a condition that affects millions of smart, capable people who simply cannot understand why their financial reality does not match their potential. They run faster, they work longer, they save harder, but they stay in the exact same place. Think about the last time you received a significant amount of money, unexpectedly. Maybe it was a tax refund, a bonus, or a gift. How long did it stay in your account? Did it feel peaceful, or did it burn a hole in your pocket? Did you immediately find a logical reason to spend it? A car repair, a new appliance, a loan to a family member in crisis? This is not a coincidence. This is a system at work. We are taught that logic rules our finances. We are taught that if we just learn Excel, or study the stock market, or stop buying coffee, we will be rich. But money is not logical. Money is psychological. Money is emotional. Money is energetic. You can have a PhD in economics and still be broke if your internal blueprint is set to scarcity. Conversely, you can be a high school dropout and become a billionaire if your internal blueprint is set to overflow. Welcome to Do You Sabotage Your Own Wealth? The Psychology of Self-Sabotage. This is not another audiobook about budgeting, investing in stocks, or cutting coupons. We will not talk about skipping lattes to become a millionaire. This is a demolition project. We are going to tear down the invisible architecture that has kept you playing small for your entire adult life. Most people think money problems are solved with more money. That is a lie. If you give $1 million to a person with a poverty blueprint, they will simply find more expensive ways to be broke. We see this with lottery winners every day. The money amplifies their lack of structure, and it crushes them. The problem is never the resource. The problem is the container. The problem is in the design of your mind. In this audiobook, we are going to act as the architects of your new reality. We will use the system of wealth architecture. We will examine your blueprints, reinforce your pillars, and pour a new foundation capable of holding the weight of infinite abundance. This process will be uncomfortable because we are going to challenge beliefs you have held since childhood. We are going to question the loyalty you feel toward your family's financial history. You need to understand that your current financial situation is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of your programming. You are running a software that was installed before you were 7 years old. A software designed to keep you safe, small, and consistent with your tribe. But that software is now a virus. It is eating your potential and deleting your wealth before you can even enjoy it. Listen closely, because later we will reveal the Ancestral Contract, a silent vow you likely made as a child that is currently rejecting 90% of the income you try to generate. You will also discover the circulation valve, a mental mechanism that determines exactly how much money you are allowed to keep before your subconscious forces you to get rid of it. These are hidden mechanisms, operating in the dark basement of your mind, controlling the lights without you even knowing they exist. Consider the feeling of envy. When you see someone driving your dream car, or living in your dream house, what is your first visceral reaction? Is it inspiration, or is it a subtle tightening in your chest? Do you think good for them? Or do you think they probably did something shady to get that? That split-second reaction is your programming. It reveals what you truly believe about wealth, that it is bad, that it is stolen, that it is unfair, and you cannot attract what you judge. We are going to dismantle the virtue of poverty. There is a deep-seated belief in many cultures that being poor makes you more spiritual, more humble, or more real. We wear our struggle like a badge of honor. We compete to see who is more tired, who works harder, who has sacrificed more. This is a sickness. It is a glorification of suffering that serves no one. But first, we must stop the bleeding. We must stop the cycle of build and destroy that has defined your financial life up to this point. If you are ready to stop sabotaging your financial future, make sure you are fully focused right now. We are not just patching cracks in the wall. We are tearing the house down to the studs. The demolition begins now. The old version of you, the one who apologized for wanting money, the one who felt guilty for success, dies today. The one who felt that spiritual people shouldn't be rich, or that money is the root of all evil, is leaving the building. We are clearing the site. We are preparing the ground. Let's look at the blueprints. Chapter 1. The Invisible Blueprint. Imagine for a moment that you are a thermostat. You are installed on the wall of a house. Your dial is set to exactly 70 degrees. This is your sole function, your prime directive, and your reason for existence. Maintain 70 degrees. This setting is not a suggestion. It is a command. It is the law of your environment. Now imagine, it is a cold winter day. Someone leaves a window open. The temperature in the room drops to 65, then 60. What do? You don't think about it. You don't hesitate. You kick into high gear. You turn on the furnace. You pump heat furiously into the room. You work hard, you hustle, you burn energy, until, finally, the room hits 70 degrees again. Then you relax. You turn off. You coast. This sounds like a good thing, right? This is the hustle mindset we are all taught to admire. When your bank account drops, you panic. You work extra shifts. You find a way to get back to your baseline. You are resilient. You are a survivor. But this survival mechanism has a dark side that nobody talks about. Consider the opposite scenario. It is summer. The sun is blazing. The temperature in the room starts to rise. It hits 75 degrees. Then 80. The room is getting warm, pleasant, abundant with heat. What do you do as a thermostat set to 70? Do you celebrate the extra warmth? Do you enjoy the abundance? No. You panic. You see the heat as a threat. You perceive the rise in temperature as a deviation from your programming. The environment no longer matches your internal setting. And this creates a system error. So you kick into gear again. But this time, you turn on the air conditioning. You work tirelessly to cool the room down. You blow cold air. You sabotage the warmth. You fight the abundance until you have successfully brought the room back down to 70 degrees. Once the room is cool and limited again, you feel safe. You feel right. This mechanism is called homeostasis, and it is the single most important concept you will ever learn about money. It explains every financial failure you have ever had. You have a financial thermostat in your brain. It was installed before you were 7 years old by your parents, your teachers, and your culture. And right now, it is set to a specific number. That number represents your comfort zone of wealth. It is the amount of money you are allowed to have without feeling guilty, anxious, or like an imposter. If your setting is struggle, and you suddenly receive a windfall like a bonus, a tax refund, or an inheritance, your subconscious mind does not see this as a blessing. It sees it as a threat to your homeostasis. It triggers an internal alarm. It screams danger. It says we are overheating. It says we are too rich. It says this does not match the blueprint. So, what happens? The air conditioning kicks in. But in real life, the air conditioning isn't cold air. It looks like your car suddenly needing a $2,000 repair immediately after you get a bonus. It looks like you getting into a fight with your spouse that leads to expensive retail therapy to soothe the emotions. It looks like you forgetting to pay a bill that incurs a massive late fee, eating up your savings. Or it looks like you lending money to a friend who you know, deep down, will never pay you back. You make these decisions unconsciously, driven by the invisible directive to reduce your wealth back to the safe level. You convince yourself, these are external accidents. You say, I have such bad luck. You say, just when I get ahead, something drags me back. I am here to tell you that is not bad luck. That is your thermostat working perfectly. You are cooling the room down. You are disposing of the excess money to return to the safety of your set point. Let's look at the data. Studies on lottery winners are the most tragic proof of this phenomenon. Statistics show that nearly 70% of lottery winners end up broke or bankrupt within a few years of winning a massive jackpot. Think about that. Millions of dollars. Infinite freedom. Gone. Why? Because you cannot build a skyscraper on the foundation of a shack. If you give a person with a poverty blueprint millions of dollars, they don't become a millionaire. They become a poor person with a lot of money. And because that state is structurally unstable, the system will self-correct until the money is gone. And the reality matches the identity. This applies to debt as well. Many people have a debt thermostat. They are comfortable, owing $5,000 on a credit card. If they pay it off, they feel a strange emptiness. They feel too light. So, within 3 months, they have bought a new TV or gone on a trip, and the balance is back to $5,000. They are unconsciously rebuilding the debt to feel normal. This is why traditional financial advice fails. A financial advisor tells you save 10%. But if your thermostat is set to 0 savings, you will save that 10% for 3 months. And then an emergency will happen that wipes it out. The emergency was manufactured by your subconscious to correct the anomaly of having savings. You must identify your specific number. What is the amount of money in your checking account that makes you nervous? Is it too low? Or is it too high? Many people get nervous when the number gets too high. They think, I better spend this before something takes it away. This is the scarcity mindset in action. You might be thinking, but I want money. I pray for it. I visualize it. Yes, your conscious mind wants money. Your conscious mind is about 5% of your processing power. It's the part of you that sets goals, writes New Year's resolutions, and buys self-help books. It is the architect drawing pretty pictures. But your subconscious mind, that is the other 95%. It is the builder. It is the autopilot. It is the thermostat. And your subconscious mind doesn't care about what you want. It cares about what is safe. It cares about what is familiar. It prioritizes survival over happiness every single time. If you grew up in a house where money was scarce, where rich people were judged, where debt was normal, then struggle is familiar. Struggle feels like home. Struggle feels safe because you know how to survive it. Wealth feels alien. Wealth feels dangerous. Wealth feels like the unknown. And the prime directive of the human brain is not to be happy or to be rich. The prime directive is to survive. To the primitive brain, the unknown equals death. Therefore, if wealth is unknown, then wealth equals death. Your brain protects you from wealth the same way it protects you from a tiger. This is why you self-sabotage. You are not broken. You are not stupid. You are miswired. You are running a survival program that is outdated. You are operating on an operating system designed for a reality that no longer exists. Chapter 2. The Scarcity Virus. If the thermostat is the mechanism, then the virus is the software running it. We need to talk about your financial DNA. You were not born with a fear of money. A baby does not worry about the stock market. A toddler does not feel guilty for asking for food. Abundance is your natural state. Scarcity is learned. Between the ages of 0 and 7, your brain was in a theta wave state. This is a hypnotic state, where you are literally downloading information from your environment, without any filter. You had no critical faculty to say that is true, or that is false. You were a sponge. You absorbed everything your parents said, everything they did, and most importantly, everything they felt about money. Did you hear phrases like money doesn't grow on trees? Did you hear that we can't afford that? Did you see your mother worry when the bills came? Did you see your father get angry when talking about finances? These were not just casual moments. These were programming commands. They were written into your hard drive as absolute truths. If you saw your parents fighting about money, your child brain created a simple equation. Money equals pain. Money equals conflict. Therefore, if I want to be happy, and if I want to be loved, I must avoid money. This logic makes perfect sense to a 5-year-old, but it destroys the life of a 40-year-old. This is the scarcity virus. It is a piece of malicious code that runs in the background of your operating system. And it has one job: to keep you safe from the pain of money. It operates silently, filtering your reality, blinding you to opportunities, and highlighting dangers. One of the most powerful mutations of this virus is what I call the loyalty contract. This is deep. This is painful. But we must look at it. For many of us, our families struggled. Our parents worked hard for very little. Our ancestors suffered under systems of oppression or poverty. Deep down, in the unconscious mind, we have a belief that if we become rich, if we become successful, if we surpass them, we are betraying them. We feel that leaving the financial class of our parents is an act of abandonment. We feel guilty for having it easier than they did. We feel that by leaving the struggle, we are leaving the tribe, and biologically, leaving the tribe means death. For thousands of years, being cast out of the tribe meant you would die in the wilderness. So the fear of separation is primal and overwhelming. So we stay broke out of love. We stay struggling out of loyalty. We self-sabotage our success so that we can still relate to our family, so we can still complain about the economy at Thanksgiving dinner, so we don't become one of those people that our family criticizes. We lower our vibration to match theirs. We dim our light so we don't blind them. We destroy our opportunities so we don't make them feel inadequate. This is a tragic misuse of love. It is a sacrifice that helps no one. Consider the language of your childhood home. Was money spoken about with joy, or with hushed tones of worry? Was the rich neighbor admired, or was he called a crook? If you learned that rich people are bad, and you want to be a good person, then you can never let yourself become rich. Your morality is at war with your prosperity. This virus also affects your self-worth. If you were told we can't afford that constantly, you may have internalized, I am not worth that. You learn to shrink your desires to fit the available resources. You learn to stop asking. You learn to settle. But I am here to offer you a new contract. You do not honor your family by repeating their suffering. You honor them by healing it. You honor their sacrifice by becoming the one who breaks the chain. They worked hard so that you could have a choice, not so you could have the same struggle. You are not betraying them by being abundant. You are redeeming them. You are changing the narrative of your entire lineage. You are turning the ship around. This requires immense courage, because you have to be willing to be the black sheep who turns into the golden sheep. You must realize that the virus is not you. It is just code, and code can be rewritten. You can choose to install a new program, one that says money is a tool for good. I am safe when I am wealthy, and my abundance helps my family. We need to quarantine the scarcity thoughts. When you hear yourself saying, I can't catch it, that is the virus speaking. That is your mother's voice, or your father's fear, echoing in your head. It is not your voice. You have the power to delete the virus. But first, you have to stop defending it. You have to stop arguing for your limitations. You have to stop telling the story of how hard your life is, because that story is the breeding ground for the virus. Imagine your mind as a computer. The scarcity virus is taking up 80% of your processing power. It is constantly running background checks for danger, constantly calculating how much you can't afford, constantly worrying. Imagine what you could create if you freed up that RAM. Imagine the genius that is trapped behind the firewall of fear. Chapter 3. The Upper Limit Problem. Have you ever noticed that right before a big breakthrough, everything goes wrong? You are about to sign a big client, and you get the flu. You are about to launch a new business, and your computer crashes. You are having the best month of your life financially, and suddenly you pick a huge fight with your partner for no reason. This is the upper limit problem, a concept first identified by psychologist Gay Hendricks. And it is the immune system of your ego kicking in. It is the mechanism that enforces your thermostat setting. It creates a ceiling on how much happiness, money, and love you allow yourself to experience. Your ego loves predictability, even if that predictability is misery. When you start to soar, when you start to succeed, your ego gets vertigo. It feels unsafe. It says, "I don't know who I am up here." It panics because the air is too thin. So it manufactures a crisis to bring you back down to earth, to the familiar gravity of struggle. It creates what I call the adrenaline addiction. Many of us are addicted to the struggle. We are addicted to the cortisol rush of solving a crisis. If things are going smoothly, if money is flowing easily, we get bored, we get anxious. We feel like we are waiting for the other shoe to drop. So what do? We drop the shoe ourselves. We subconsciously create a problem, just so we can fix it. We manufacture drama. We procrastinate until the last minute, so we can feel the rush of the deadline. We overspend, so we can feel the familiar pressure of having to make it back. We are using chaos as a drug, because we don't know how to handle peace. We don't know how to sit in the stillness of abundance. We think peace is boring or suspicious. We think that if we aren't worrying, we aren't safe. The upper limit problem manifests in 4 main ways. First is the crime and punishment guilt. You feel that if you succeed, you are stealing from others, so you must be punished. Second is the fear of outshining. You worry that your success will make others feel bad, so you dim your light. Third is the fear of abandonment, which we discussed. The belief that success equals loneliness. And fourth is the fear of being a burden. The idea that if you are successful, you will be a target, and people will want things from you, so it's safer to have nothing. Physical illness is a very common symptom. Have you ever gotten sick on the first day of a vacation? That is an upper limit problem. You didn't allow yourself to relax, so your body forced a shutdown. The same happens with money. You get a windfall, and suddenly you need expensive dental work. Worry is another tool of the upper limit. Worry is a mechanism we use to dampen our happiness. When things are going great, we immediately scan the horizon for what could go wrong. We think worry protects us. But actually, worry just blocks the flow of positive energy. It is a shield against joy. Think about the last time you felt pure joy. How long did it last before you had a negative thought? 5 seconds? 10 seconds? That duration is your current capacity. We need to extend it. We need to train you to hold the charge of joy for minutes, hours, and days. The upper limit often appears as criticism. You get a raise, and suddenly you start criticizing your body, or your house, or your partner. You are trying to find a flaw to balance out the perfection. You are trying to bring the average back down. The cure for the upper limit problem is awareness. You must catch yourself in the act. When things are going well, and you feel that urge to create a problem, stop, breathe. Recognize it. Say to yourself, "I am hitting my upper limit." Do not judge it. Just observe it. Then consciously expand your capacity. Breathe into the feeling of success. Tolerate the happiness. Tolerate the abundance. Tell your nervous system, it is safe to be this successful. It is safe to be this happy. You have to increase your tolerance for goodness. Just like building a muscle, you have to train your ability to hold wealth without freaking out. You have to practice feeling good for longer periods of time. Eventually, the ceiling becomes the floor. What used to be your upper limit becomes your new normal, and then you reach for the next level. But you can only do this if you stop sabotaging the elevator while it's going up. Consider the concept of financial dysmorphia. Just like body dysmorphia, where a person cannot see their true reflection, financial dysmorphia blinds you to your progress. You might have doubled your income, but you still feel broke. You still check the prices on the menu. You still worry about rent. You haven't updated your internal image to match your external reality. Chapter 4. The Ancestral Contract. Now we are going to do the deeper work. We are going to burn the old contract. I want you to visualize a document in front of you. This document contains all the vows you made to your family, consciously or unconsciously. The vow of poverty, the vow of struggle, the vow of invisibility. It is an old parchment, dusty and heavy. It smells of fear and hard work. It has your signature on it, in childish handwriting. You signed this when you were 5, 10, or 12 years old. You signed it when you saw your dad crying over a bill. You signed it when you saw your mom wearing old clothes, so you could have new ones. You made this contract to survive. You made it to be loved. You thought that by sharing their burden, you were helping them. You thought that by carrying the weight of their poverty, you were being a good child. But this contract has expired. It no longer serves you, and crucially, it no longer serves your family. Your suffering helps no one. Your poverty does not make them richer. Your sickness does not make them healthier. You are not helping the poor by being one of them. You are just adding to the count. In your mind's eye, I want you to see a flame, a violet flame of transformation. I want you to take that heavy, dusty contract and hold it to the flame. Watch the paper curl. Watch the ink vanish. Watch the vows turn to ash. As it burns, feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. Feel the chains breaking. You are free. You are released from the obligation to suffer. You are released from the loyalty to lack. You are released from the need to shrink. You might feel grief as it burns. That is okay. You are grieving the loss of an old identity. You are grieving the illusion that your suffering was noble. Let the tears come. Tears are a form of release. They are the washing away of the old structure. Now, imagine a new scroll unrolling. It is golden. It is bright. It is clean. This is your new contract. It is a contract of abundance. It is a contract of light. And it has only one clause. I promise to express my highest potential and create infinite abundance for the good of all. That is it. No fine print. No conditions. No guilt. Sign it. Sign it with a golden pen. Sign it with your full authority as the architect of your life. Feel the power of this new agreement. You are agreeing to be great. You are agreeing to be wealthy. You are agreeing to be a resource for the world. This new contract allows you to love your family without becoming them. It allows you to honor their history without repeating it. You can visit the past, but you no longer have to live there. You are the cycle breaker. Every lineage has one person who wakes up and says, "This stops with me. The trauma stops with me. The poverty stops with me. The scarcity stops with me. From me onwards, we build." This is a heavy responsibility, but it is also a magnificent privilege. You were chosen for this. Your soul signed up for this mission. You have the strength to carry the gold, not the rocks. Think about your ancestors, not just your parents, but the generations before them. They survived wars, famines, migrations, and hardships so that you could exist. Do you think they want you to suffer? No. They want you to thrive. Your abundance is their wildest dream come true. You honor them by succeeding, not by suffering. There is a concept in family constellations therapy called the orders of love. It says that love flows from the top down, from ancestors to descendants. When you try to suffer to save your parents, you are trying to make the river flow backwards. It creates a blockage. You must accept the gift of life they gave you and do something magnificent with it. That is the only repayment required. Chapter 5. The Martyr Complex. We must dismantle one final lie before we can start building the new foundation. The lie that suffering equals worth. The martyr complex. This is ingrained in our culture, especially in religious and working-class backgrounds. Many of us were raised with the Puritan work ethic that says you must work hard to deserve money. That money must be earned through sweat, blood, and tears. That if it comes easily, it is dirty. If it comes easily, it is cheating. If you enjoy your work, you shouldn't be paid for it. So what do? We make it hard. We consciously choose the difficult path. We reject easy opportunities because they seem too good to be true. We complicate simple tasks. We stay in jobs we hate because the misery makes us feel like we are earning our living. Why? So that when we finally get the money, we can say, "Look, I suffered for this. I bled for this. I deserve this. Please don't hate me." We are using our pain as a shield against envy. We are paying for our money with our life force. This is a terrible exchange rate. The universe does not require your suffering. The universe requires your alignment. Money is not a reward for pain. Money is a certificate of appreciation for value creation. You can create massive value with ease. You can create massive value with joy. You can create massive value while you sleep. The hardness of the work has zero correlation with the amount of the wealth. In fact, often, they are inversely correlated. Look at a construction worker digging a ditch. He works incredibly hard. He ruins his body. He sweats. He bleeds. Look at Warren Buffett making a decision to allocate capital. He sits in a chair. He reads. He thinks. He works incredibly smart. Who creates more leverage? Who has more abundance? It is time to drop the cross. You do not need to be a martyr to be a millionaire. You are worthy because you exist. You are worthy because you are a creation of the divine. You do not need to prove your worth through your struggle. You do not need to buy your place on earth with your misery. The belief that I am not enough drives the martyr complex. It drives overworking, overgiving, and undercharging. It makes you give everything away until you are empty, hoping someone will finally validate you. But wealth flows to those who value themselves. Wealth flows to those who have boundaries. Wealth flows to those who know that their energy is precious. If you treat yourself like a slave, the market will treat you like a slave. Stop trying to justify your existence. Start designing your life. Start asking, how can this be easy? Instead of how can I work harder? Start looking for leverage, not loads. Shift your identity from the hard worker to the smart creator. The hard worker gets tired. The smart creator gets rich. It is not about being lazy. It is about being effective. It is about respecting the flow of energy. When you enjoy what you do, you vibrate at a higher frequency. That frequency attracts opportunity. Struggle repels opportunity. Struggle tells the universe, I am fighting life. Joy tells the universe, I am dancing with life. Which partner do you think the universe wants to dance with? Consider the busy badge. How often do you tell people, I'm so busy, with a hidden sense of pride? Being busy is not a status symbol. It is often a sign of poor management and lack of focus. The architect is not busy. The architect is productive. There is a massive difference. We also have to address the guilt of survivor's guilt. If you make it out of the hood, or out of the working class, you might feel guilty leaving your friends behind. You might feel you need to give it all away to be a good person. True generosity comes from overflow, not from guilt. If you give from guilt, you resent the recipient. If you give from overflow, you empower them. You have permission to be easy. You have permission to be paid for your gifts, not just your grind. You have permission to be rich and rested. The tired millionaire is not the goal. The liberated millionaire is the goal. Chapter 6. The Great Excavation. Now that we have cleared the myths, we start the excavation. We need to dig out the trauma stored in your body. Because money is not just mental. Money is somatic. It lives in your nervous system. It lives in your tissues. Think about a time you lost money. Think about a time you were embarrassed about not being able to pay a bill in public. Think about a time a parent yelled at you about costs. Where do you feel it? Is it a tightness in your chest? A pit in your stomach? A constriction in your throat? A tension in your shoulders? That sensation is not just a memory. That is energy trapped in your cells. That is a frozen emotion. And until you release it, it will act as a magnetic field, repelling new wealth and attracting similar situations to re-trigger the trauma. We are going to use a technique called somatic release. I want you to focus on that physical sensation. Don't run from it. Don't numb it with food or distraction. Go into it. Give it a shape. Give it a color. Is it a red ball of fire? Is it a cold gray stone? Now, breathe into it. Imagine your breath is a stream of golden light. With every inhale, you bring in space. With every exhale, you release the tension. You are melting the ice. You are allowing the energy to move. You must forgive yourself. This is critical. Forgive the younger version of you who got into debt. Forgive the younger version of you who made that bad investment. Forgive the version of you who trusted the wrong person. They were doing the best they could with the blueprint they had at the time. Shame is the lowest vibration on the emotional scale. It vibrates near death. You cannot attract high vibration wealth while holding on to low vibration shame. Shame acts as a cork, stopping the flow. You have to pull the cork. Let it go. It is just a lesson. It is just data. It is just part of your training as an architect. You cannot build a foundation on a swamp of regret. You have to drain the swamp. We also need to practice the vacuum law. Nature abhors a vacuum. If you want new things to enter your life, you must create space. This applies physically and mentally. Go through your wallet. Throw away old receipts. Organize your cash. Go through your closet. Donate clothes that make you feel poor. Go through your mind. Delete the resentments you hold against rich people. When you hold on to clutter, you are telling the universe, I don't trust that I can replace this. You are living in the past. When you clear space, you are acting in faith. You are preparing the guest room for the arrival of abundance. Excavation is messy work. You might feel emotional. You might feel tired. That is normal. You are detoxing years of scarcity poison. Drink water. Rest. Let the process happen. You are preparing the soil for the skyscraper. Consider the practice of Ho'oponopono specifically for money. Hold your wallet or look at your bank account and say, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You are healing the relationship with the energy of money. You are apologizing for abusing it, for ignoring it, or for hating it. Detach your net worth from your self-worth. If your bank account goes to zero, you are still a 10/10 human being. If your bank account goes to $1 billion, you are still a 10/10 human being. Money is a tool, not a label. When you detach, you stop making decisions out of desperation. We also need to excavate the waiting energy. Are you waiting to be saved? Are you waiting for a prince, a lottery win, or an inheritance? Waiting is passive. Waiting blocks creation. You must reclaim your agency. No one is coming to save you. You are the one you have been waiting for. Chapter 7. The Neuroscience of Wealth. We are now pouring the concrete. We are talking about neuroplasticity. For a long time, scientists thought the brain was fixed after childhood. We now know that is false. The brain is plastic. It can be molded, rewired, and upgraded at any age. Every time you think a thought, neurons fire together. If you think it often enough, they wire together. This is Hebb's law. You have built a superhighway for scarcity in your brain. You have practiced worrying about money for thousands of hours. You are an expert at it. Your brain takes that path automatically because it is the path of least resistance. It is a 6-lane highway, paved and lit. The path of abundance is currently a dirt trail covered in weeds. We need to pave the new path and let the old one decay. This requires conscious effort. It requires repetition. It requires what I call the 66-day protocol. Science tells us it takes about 66 days to install a new habit to the point of automaticity. For the next 66 days, you must starve the old highway and feed the new one. When a scarcity thought comes up, I can't afford this, you must interrupt it. You must put a roadblock there. You must say stop, and you must consciously redirect your mind to the new truth. How can I afford this? Or I am choosing not to buy this right now, because I am investing in my future. You have to force the electricity down the new wire. It will feel hard at first. Your brain will want to go back to the easy path of worry. You must be disciplined. You must also retrain your reticular activating system, the RAS. This is the bundle of nerves at the base of your brainstem that acts as a filter. It decides what you notice and what you ignore. If you believe the world is scarce, your RAS will show you poverty, lack, high prices, and struggle. It will literally block out opportunities. You could walk past $1 million idea and not see it. If you program your RES for opportunity, you will suddenly see business ideas, investments, and connections that were there the whole time. You will see for sale signs you never noticed. You will hear conversations that spark ideas. You program the RES through visualization and emotion. The brain does not know the difference between a real event and a vividly imagined one. If you visualize wealth with intense emotion, the RES thinks it is real and starts looking for it in the world. You are not changing the world. You are changing what you see of it. You are tuning your radio to a different station. The music of wealth was always playing. You just weren't tuned in. This is not magic. This is mechanics. It is biology. You are the operator of the most complex machine in the universe. Stop letting it run on the factory settings of scarcity. Take the controls. Consider the concept of cognitive dissonance. When you start affirming wealth while your reality is poor, your brain will fight you. It will feel like a lie. That is good. That friction creates the heat necessary for change. Do not back down when it feels fake. It feels fake because it is new. We also need to talk about cortisol versus dopamine. Worry produces cortisol, which shuts down the creative centers of the brain. You cannot find solutions when you are flooded with stress hormones. Visualization produces dopamine, which opens up the brain to pattern recognition. You need to get high on your own supply of future vision. The brain seeks evidence for what it already believes. If you believe people are cheap, you will only meet cheap clients. If you believe people value my work, you will attract premium clients. Your belief is the filter. Change the belief, change the data set. Start a evidence journal. Every day, write down 3 pieces of evidence that abundance is real. I found a coin. I got a discount. A client called. You are building a legal case for your wealth. You are retraining the RAS to hunt for gold. Chapter 8. Pillar 1. The Law of Value. Now we erect the first pillar of your skyscraper. The Law of Value. This is the external pillar. This is about how you interact with the marketplace. Stop chasing money. Chase value. Money is like a cat. If you chase it, it runs away. If you have something it wants, it comes to you. What does money want? Money wants value. Money wants solutions. Money wants expansion. Shift your mindset from consumer to creator. A consumer asks, how can I get more? A consumer looks for coupons. A creator asks, how can I give more? A creator looks for problems to solve. If you are an employee, don't ask for a raise because you have bills to pay. Your boss doesn't care about your bills. That is a needy energy. Ask for a raise because you have created more value for the company than they are paying you for. Show them the numbers. Show them the return on investment. If you are an entrepreneur, don't try to extract money from clients. Try to solve their most expensive problems. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money flows to you. A janitor solves a necessary problem, but it is a low-cost problem. A brain surgeon solves a high-cost, critical problem. Be the surgeon of your industry. You must identify your zone of genius. What is the thing you do effortlessly that others find difficult? What do people ask you for advice on? That is your gold mine. That is your value. Polish it. Package it. You also need to close the confidence gap. Many people have high competence but low confidence. They undercharge because they are afraid of rejection. They equate their price with their self-worth. Your price is not your worth as a human being. Your price is the exchange value of the transformation you provide. If you undercharge, you are actually hurting your client. People do not value what they get for free or cheap. When they pay attention. You must get comfortable asking for the sale. You must get comfortable stating your price without stuttering. Practice in the mirror. My fee is $10,000. Say it until it sounds boring. Say it until it sounds like the sky is blue. When you value your time, the world values your time. If you give it away, the world will take it. You teach people how to treat you. Teach them that you are valuable. Remember, Money is just a certificate of appreciation. If you want more certificates, do more appreciable things. Serve more people. Serve them deeper. Serve them better. The money will follow the value, like a shadow follows a body. Think about the imposter syndrome. It tells you, who are you to charge this? The answer is, I am the one with the solution. You are not charging for your time. You are charging for the years of experience that allow you to do it in that time. We need to decouple time from money. If you are paid by the hour, your income is capped by the clock. You need to be paid by the result. A result has infinite value. A specific outcome can be worth millions, even if it took you 5 minutes to create. Stop selling your hands. Start selling your mind. The hands are limited. The mind is infinite. Value is subjective. A bottle of water is $1 at the store, $5 at the cinema, and $10 at the airport. It is the same water. The value changes based on the context and the urgency. Position yourself in the airport, not the discount store. Chapter 9. Pillar 2. The Law of Circulation. The second pillar is circulation. This is the energetic pillar. Money is energy. It is called currency because it must flow, like a current. It is designed to move. Imagine a river. It is fresh, alive, and teeming with fish, because the water flows in and flows out. Now imagine you build a dam and stop the water from flowing out. What happens? The water behind the dam becomes stagnant. Algae grows. It becomes toxic. It dies. If you are afraid to spend, if you hoard every penny out of fear, you are stopping the flow. You are turning your life into a swamp. You are telling the universe, I don't trust that more is coming. I must hold on to this, because this is all there is. That is a scarcity signal. It is a signal of distrust, and the universe responds by stopping the inflow. Why send more water to a dam that won't release it? You must learn to spend with an abundance mindset. This does not mean being reckless or going into bad debt. It means spending with gratitude and trust. When you pay a bill, do not do it with anger. Do not say, I hate paying this. Say, thank you. Thank you for the electricity that lights my home. Thank you for the car that drives me to work. Thank you for the food that nourishes my body. Feel the joy of circulation. Know that every dollar that leaves you creates space for a new dollar to enter. Bless the money as it leaves your hand. Say, go out, do good work, and come back with friends. Tithing or charitable giving is a powerful way to activate circulation. When you give away a portion of your income, you are proving to your subconscious mind that you have more than enough. You are acting from a place of surplus. This breaks the grip of fear. It declares sovereignty over money. It says, I am the master. Money is the servant. Even if it is a small amount, the act of giving opens the floodgates. You must also respect the vacuum law in your finances. If you want a new job, you might have to leave the old one. If you want new clients, you might have to fire the bad ones. You have to risk the void. You have to trust that the universe will fill the empty space with something better. Hoarding is constipation. Circulation is health. Keep the energy moving. Trust the river. You are standing in the middle of an infinite stream. You don't need to grab the water, just let it flow. Consider the latte factor in reverse. Financial gurus tell you not to buy coffee. I tell you to buy the best coffee you can afford. But buy it with total joy. Feel rich while you drink it. That feeling of richness attracts more wealth than the $5 you saved in fear. Look at nature. Nature does not hoard. A tree does not hold onto its leaves in autumn, saying, what if there is no spring? It drops them with trust. It knows the cycle. You must become part of the cycle. If you are tight-fisted, your hands are closed. You cannot receive with a closed fist. Open your hand to give, and you simultaneously open your hand to receive. It is the same posture. Think about tipping. Tipping is a great practice ground for abundance. When you tip generously, you feel like a king or queen. You make someone's day. That energy ripples back to you. Be known as a generous tipper, and watch how the universe tips you back. Chapter 10. Pillar 3. The Art of Reception. The third pillar is reception. This is the internal pillar. You must learn to receive. This is where many good, spiritual, kind people fail. You are great at giving. You are generous. You help everyone. But when someone tries to help you, you say, "Oh no, I'm fine." When someone pays you a compliment, you deflect it saying, "Oh, this old thing." When money tries to come to you, you feel guilty. You have a receiving wound. You believe it is better to give than to receive. But that is physically impossible. You cannot exhale without inhaling. You cannot give without having received. If you reject a gift, you are stealing the joy of giving from the other person. You are blocking the flow. You are saying no to the universe. And eventually, the universe stops asking. You must expand your container. Your nervous system has a capacity for how much good it can handle. When you exceed that capacity, you sabotage. We need to stretch that capacity. You must practice saying 3 simple words. Thank you. I receive this. Next time someone offers to pay for lunch, let them. Don't fight for the check. Just say thank you. Next time someone compliments your work, absorb it. Don't minimize it. Let it land in your heart. Next time you get an unexpected check, celebrate it. Do not minimize it. Do not explain it away. Do not immediately rush to spend it on someone else to get rid of the guilt. Keep it, hold it, feel it. You need to balance the masculine and feminine energies of money. The masculine energy is the hustle, the structure, the hunting. The feminine energy is the flow, the attraction, the receiving. Most of us are stuck in toxic masculine mode, pushing, forcing, grinding. We need to cultivate the magnetic feminine mode, allowing, attracting, receiving. You don't have to chase what belongs to you. You just have to be open enough to catch it. Start small. Practice receiving a compliment today. Practice receiving a cup of coffee. Practice receiving a moment of rest. As you get better at receiving small things, you will become capable of receiving millions. Remember, you are worthy of receiving simply because you exist. You do not have to earn the sun on your face. You do not have to earn the air in your lungs. You do not have to earn abundance. It is your birthright. Open your hands. Think about the deflection shield. Imagine you have a shield that bounces off love and money. We built this shield to protect us from being indebted to others. But now it keeps us poor. Lower the shield. It is safe to be supported. Receiving also means charging what you are worth. If you give discounts constantly, you are rejecting your own value. You are rejecting the money that wants to come to you. Stop interrupting the transaction with your insecurity. There is also the pleasure of wealth. Can you enjoy your money? Or do you just hoard it? If you don't enjoy it, the brain sees no purpose in getting more. You need to give the brain a dopamine reward. Buy the nice flowers. Take the trip. Teach your brain that money equals pleasure, not just safety. Are you available for wealth? Many people are blocked. Their calendar is full. Their mind is full. Their house is full. There is no room for a miracle. You must signal availability. Say, I am open and ready to receive. Chapter 11. Environmental Architecture. We are now working on the interior design. Your environment dictates your income. It is the law of epigenetics applied to finance. Your cells respond to their environment. Your bank account responds to your environment. Look at your physical space. Is it cluttered? Is it messy? Is it broken? Chaos in your house creates chaos in your mind. You cannot build a clear vision in a dirty room. Every object in your house is emitting a frequency. Does it say wealth or does it say poverty? Clean your space. Fix the broken doorknob. Paint the scuffed wall. Organize your wallet. Treat your money with respect. If you crumble your bills and shove them in your pocket, you are disrespecting the energy. Flatten them out. Face them the same way. Look at your social environment. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is the proximity principle. If your 5 best friends are constantly complaining about being broke, you will be the 6th. Mirror neurons ensure that you copy their beliefs, their habits, and their limitations. This is not about judging them. It is about protecting your frequency. You cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. You might need to love them from a distance. You might need to find a new tribe. You need to be around people who normalize success. You need to be around people whose thermostat is set higher than yours. When you enter a room where making $1 million is considered normal, your thermostat automatically adjusts upward. Look at your digital environment. What are you scrolling through? Are you following accounts that make you feel jealous, inadequate, or angry? Or are you following mentors, teachers, and expanders? Curate your feed. Your eyes are the windows to your soul, and your phone is the delivery mechanism. Do not let garbage enter your temple. Unfollow the noise, follow the signal. Design your life so that the right behavior is the easiest behavior. If you want to save, automate it. If you want to focus, remove distractions. Be the architect of a space that makes success inevitable. Your environment is the soil. You are the seed. You can be the best seed in the world. But if you are planted in toxic waste, you will not grow. Find the fertile soil. Consider the crabs in a bucket phenomenon. When one crab tries to escape, the others pull it back down. This happens in friend groups. When you start improving, your friends might mock you or sabotage you. They are not evil. They are afraid. Your growth highlights their stagnation. You must be strong enough to climb out of the bucket. Think about financial feng shui. Does your money have a home? Do you have a specific place for bills, for investments, for tracking? Or is it a scattered mess? Energy flows where attention goes. Give your money a beautiful home, a nice wallet, a clear spreadsheet, and it will want to stay. Go to places that make you feel rich. Sit in the lobby of a luxury hotel. Order a coffee. Absorb the atmosphere. Smell the expensive perfume. Look at the architecture. You are training your nervous system that this is safe, and I belong here. The universe responds to specificity. If you want a car, what color? What model? What smell? If your environment is vague, your results will be vague. Put pictures of your desires in your physical space. Let your eyes feast on your future. Chapter 12. The Identity Shift. We are nearing the top of the skyscraper. This is the level of identity. This is the penthouse. Most people operate from the model of have do be. They think, if I have $1 million, then I will do the things rich people do. And then I will be successful. They are waiting for the external result to change their internal state. It works the other way around. Be do have. You must be the wealthy person first. You must adopt the identity, the habits, the mindset of the architect before the money shows up. Identity is the strongest force in the human personality. We will do anything to remain consistent with who we believe we are. If you believe you are bad at money, you will subconsciously study hard to fail a math test just to prove yourself right. You need to construct a new avatar. Who is your future self? Give them a name if you have to. How do they walk? How do they talk? How do they dress? How do they make decisions? Do they panic over a small expense? No. Do they gossip about others? No. Do they invest in themselves? Yes. Start acting as that avatar today. This is called acting as if. It is not faking it. It is practicing. You are rehearsing the role until the role becomes you. When you are faced with a decision, pause and ask, what would my wealthy future self do in this situation? Would they buy the cheap shoes that hurt their feet, or the quality shoes that last? Would they stay in the argument, or walk away? Then do that. Every time you act like your future self, you cast a vote for that identity. Eventually, the votes pile up, and you win the election. You become that person. This requires the death of the old self. This is the scary part. You have to mourn the person you used to be. You have to say goodbye to the struggler, the victim, the martyr. People around you might get uncomfortable. They might say, you've changed. Say, thank you. You are supposed to change. You are not a rock. You are a living thing. Bridge the gap between who you are and who you want to be. The bridge is built of daily actions. Walk the bridge. Don't look down. Don't look back. The new you is waiting on the other side. Think about the hero's journey. You are the hero. You left the ordinary world of scarcity. You faced the dragons of your trauma. Now you are returning with the elixir of wealth. Do not stop in the middle of the story. Change your language. Stop saying I can't. Say I am choosing not to right now. Stop saying I wish. Say I intend. Stop saying maybe, say yes or no. The architect speaks with precision. Dress the part. Even if you work from home, dress like the CEO of your life. When you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, what message do you receive? Slob or success? You are constantly signaling to yourself. Rewrite your bio. Literally write a new biography for yourself in the present tense. I am a successful entrepreneur who read it every morning. This is not lying. This is pre-paving. Chapter 13. Weathering storms. Every skyscraper must be built to withstand the wind. If it is rigid, it breaks. If it is flexible, it sways and stands. The economy has seasons. Winter always comes. Recessions happen. Markets crash. This is not a bug. It is a feature of the system. The amateur panics when the market drops. The architect expects it. The architect prepares for it. You must build resilience. You must detach your emotions from the numbers. When your account goes up, don't get high. When your account goes down, don't get low. Stay centered. You are not your bank account. You are the creator of the bank account. Build an abundance fund. This is different from a rainy day fund. Words matter. If you save for a rainy day, you are energetically inviting rain. You are preparing for disaster. Call it an opportunity fund. Call it a freedom fund. It is cash you keep on the sidelines, so that when winter comes and assets are cheap, you can buy. You can profit from the panic. While others are selling out of fear, you are buying out of strategy. This is how wealth transfers happen. They happen during the storms. This concept is called anti-fragility. You want to be a system that gets stronger when stressed. A candle blows out in the wind. A forest fire gets bigger in the wind. Be the fire. Learn emotional regulation. When the fear strikes, do not act. Never make a financial decision when your heart rate is above 100 beats per minute. Breathe. Wait 24 hours. Consult your blueprint. The long game is the only game that matters. Compounding takes time. Don't interrupt the process because of a temporary dip. The trend of history is upward. Bet on expansion. You are the captain of the ship. If the captain panics, the crew jumps overboard. Keep your hand steady on the wheel. The storm will pass, and you will still be standing. Think about the concept of sunk cost fallacy. Do not hold on to a bad investment or a bad decision just because you spent time on it. The architect knows when to demolish a wall that was built wrong. Cut your losses early. That is resilience too. Develop multiple streams of income. A table with one leg is unstable. A table with 4 legs is solid. If one stream dries up, the others support you. This is structural safety. Practice negative visualization, like the Stoics. Imagine losing it all. Realize you would still be okay. You would still have your mind, your skills, your resilience. Once you face the worst-case scenario, it loses its power over you. You become fearless. Understand the difference between price and value. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. In a storm, prices drop, but value remains. That is your signal to buy. Chapter 14. The Quantum Leap. Now we look at the view from the top. We are talking about non-linear growth. We are talking about quantum leaps. Most people think growth is step by step. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is linear. That is working for a wage. Wealth is exponential. It goes 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. It doubles. To make a quantum leap, you must stop trading time for money. Time is finite. You only have 24 hours. If you sell time, your wealth is capped. You must separate your income from your clock. You must use leverage. There are 4 types of leverage. Labor, other people's time. Capital, other people's money. Code software's tech. And media content. The wealthy use all 4. You must focus on the 20% of actions that bring 80% of the results. This is the Pareto principle. Most of what you do is busy work. It is noise. Identify the signal. What are the 1 or 2 things you do that actually move the needle? Is it sales? Is it creation? Is it strategy? Do that. Eliminate everything else. Delegate everything else. Automate everything else. Focus purely on your zone of genius. If you are a genius at sales but terrible at accounting, stop trying to do your own taxes. You are costing yourself millions by doing $10 an hour work. You must collapse time. Ask yourself, how can I achieve my 10-year goal in 6 months? The question seems impossible, but it forces your brain to dump the linear plan. It forces you to look for shortcuts, wormholes, and leverage points. You stop walking and start flying. You stop looking for the stairs and find the elevator. This requires a tolerance for risk and a tolerance for speed. It feels intense, but you are ready for it. You have the foundation. You have the pillars. You can handle the velocity. Think about who, not how. When you have a big goal, don't ask, how do I do this? Ask, who can do this for me? Find the expert. Hire the mentor. Buy the speed. Network laterally and upward. Stop trying to be the smartest person in the room. If you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Go where you are the small fish. That is where you grow. Embrace failure as feedback. In linear growth, failure is a step back. In quantum growth, failure is data. It refines your trajectory. Fail fast, fail forward, fail cheap. Visualize the end result, not the process. The how is the domain of the universe. The what is your domain. Be clear on the what, and the how will present itself. Chapter 15. The Legacy Code. We have arrived at the roof. The final chapter. The legacy. True abundance is not about what you keep. It is about what overflows. A cup that is full is satisfied. A cup that runs over serves others. You are building this skyscraper, not just for yourself, but for your lineage. You are changing the DNA of your family tree. You are passing down not just money, but the blueprint. If you leave your children millions of dollars, but a poverty mindset, they will lose it all. We see this with trust fund babies who self-destruct. But if you leave them the mindset of the architect, they can build their own empires, even if they start with zero. You are teaching them by example. They are watching how you handle stress. They are watching how you talk about money. They are watching how you give. When you heal your relationship with money, you heal it for your children and your children's children. You stop the scarcity virus from infecting the next generation. This is the greatest gift you can give. You also have a duty to the world. Philanthropy is not an afterthought. It is a pillar of power. When you support causes you believe in, you are voting for the kind of world you want to live in with your dollars. Money gives you a voice. It gives you influence. It allows you to protect the vulnerable and empower the weak. Good people should have money because good people do good things with it. Stop apologizing for wanting power. Take the power and use it for light. You are the cycle breaker. You are the pivot point in your family history. Generations from now, they will look back at the family tree and point to you. They will say, that is where it changed. That is the ancestor who woke up. Think about the ripple effect. Your wealth employs people. Your wealth supports businesses. Your wealth inspires others. You are an economic engine. Do not shut the engine off. Create a legacy letter. Write a letter to your great-grandchildren. Tell them the values you learned. Tell them the struggles you overcame. Give them the code. Remember that you are a steward. You don't own anything. You are just managing God's resources for a brief time. Manage them well. Manage them with love. We have come a long way from the demolition site we stood on in the introduction. Remember when I asked why you work so hard, but have so little to show for it? Look at how different the answer looks now. It was never about the work. It was never about the economy. It was about the container. It was about the blueprint. You started this audiobook living in a shack of scarcity, patched together with fear, limiting beliefs, and ancestral trauma. But through these chapters, you have done the heavy lifting. You were brave enough to tear it down. You excavated the toxic soil of the past. You poured a new foundation of worthiness. You erected pillars of circulation, value, and reception. And you put a roof of legacy over your head. You are no longer the person who rejects abundance. You are no longer the victim of the thermostat. You are the one who sets the dial. You are now the architect of wealth. The keys to your new reality are in your hand. The skyscraper is built. It is solid. It is beautiful. It is yours. The view from the top is magnificent. Open the door. Walk in. Breathe the air of freedom, and never ever look back at the shack again. You are the architect. Say it with me, one last time, to seal the contract. I am the architect of my infinite abundance.